Alright guys, I'm going to make a video going over delta dynamics and how to set it up. Let's turn this down just a little bit. Okay, so first, if we have a blank chart, pretend this is blank. I'm actually going to make it blank. Okay, so just from the start, I have a blank chart and I have some of my, these are just like large volume indicators. And then I have the volume by price. And then I also have my sessions in 5-minute opening range. So from the start, we're going to go to studies. Let's show the first one. This is the volume by price. So if you go into Sierra, if you don't know how to do this, add custom study, and you will see here you can add custom study, and then volume by price, you'll click add. It'll be added to your chart. So we go to the settings of this. So you can change between composite, visible range, swing. I do session split. I like my volume profiles on the left. You could do it on the right. It's kind of just personal preference. I like it on the left because I just like to see from the day before. You can do days, you can do weeks. You can change it pretty much however you want. Full day, you can do RTH, ETH split. I like to look at full and it'd be put at Globex, which is kind of nice. You can do RTH only, it'll look like that. So we can run RTH only just for now. Otherwise, will look a little bit different. Let's see here. Honestly, just add them. It's fine. You can change the width. So we do 100. See here, it'll be a little bit smaller. I'll change this to 300 if you're blind. Make it a little bit bigger. I personally like 200. I think it looks fine. And honestly, I'll change it to 150. That looks good as well. You can change the ticks of it. So you can change the tick grouping. You can make it 10, and it'll be a little bit thicker. You can go all the way down to 1. Personally, I like 2. To me, it looks really clean. And then I go in here and I change the POC all the way to white. So I do POC fill and outline to white, and then I turn off the what is it called? I turn off the HVN and LVN lines. Yeah, here we go. So you can turn this on. I personally turn this off. And then turn off value area high, value area low as well. And then you could also make this a delta one. So if you want to show volume, you can show delta. And you kind of customize that. You do volume delta overlay. I like to just do volume. So that's step number 1. And to me, I think this looks really clean at the 2 because this is normally what my charts look like when I'm executing. To me, it's very easy to find LVNs, what the profile looks like, stuff like that. Let's work on the, again, custom studies. This is going to be the tape, which is the tape reader. You can go to settings in here. You can change the look back period. I wouldn't really mess with it. You can change the colors if you'd like. So like, I don't really like this blue as much, so I can make it a little bit darker. See, it looks like that. Make it back to light. Find a nice happy medium. Okay, and you can actually drag this and make it small. This is just showing you kind of like time and sales. It's a nice view to be able to understand it. It looks pretty. We can go into, let's do another volume by price, which I already made. So this is going to be your delta by price, volume by price, whatever you want to call it. I have not experimented much with it because I usually run my own, which I prefer, but I will probably run this going into the future. So session split, delta on the right, ETH only. We do RTH, ETH split. That actually does not matter. Width, I do about 55%. If you go higher, like you can see, it's pretty high. Personally, I think 55 is good. 55 will be the max, so we have big delta. You'll see it. You know what, let's just do 60. I like even numbers. Percent leg, or we can do the offset. So if you want to have it closer to your chart, like closer to your where your candle is. You can change that as well. Let's see, do 300. Oh, what just happened? That way it kind of stays right there. Go back to studies. Volume by price. And you could also label this, so you could do delta by price. Apply. Go back here. See delta by price. These are the colors I changed it to. If you want to just look right here. Positive text, negative text. I think I changed the font, to be honest. Do 10, maybe. I wish I could do 9.5, but 9 is gonna work. You can change the text to whatever you want. I'm gonna keep this one. That looks fine. Oh, how do I make it bold? Yes, I want to make it bold. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, what else? I would just keep these settings. I didn't really change anything. Oh, rotation multiplier, 13. The actual multiplier, I haven't really messed around too much with this. These are really going to be the only two settings you need to look at. You could set a threshold, so like if you don't want to see delta under 10, so like you can actually change that. I think so. Is this threshold? You can change the bar spacing. What's bar spacing? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, wait, hold up. Yeah, one's fine. Tick grouping. So this is just going to show you, like, if you want to look at one tick, you want to look at 2 ticks. Personally, for NQ, I think I have mine like 6. No. I have it like 18 to 36. ES, I like to keep mine at 8. And I'll change it to 13. No, not 13. I'll change it to 12 sometimes. To me, this looks really good. So like you go look at 12. This looks really clean. I don't care about delta at one specific standpoint, but I like to see kind of the overall. But because, so like when volatility, when vol's higher, I'll change it to a higher point, but because, you know, this is like a 50-point range, I'll just change it to 6. Looks pretty good. You change it to 7. That actually looks not bad. Let's run 8. Yeah, 8 to me looks really good. What that means is for every 8 ticks it's showing delta. You can see here all the way up. So it's basically just 2 points. You're seeing delta for every 2 points, and then 12 would be every 3 points, and so forth. Let's go into the color theme. So into color theme, you can change it to kind of whatever you want. And it's nice to be able to go ahead and customize these to what fits your preference. Maybe I want to have Arctic and be a weirdo. Maybe I want to have Hacker one. All kind of what you want to do. I think I'm going to run Midnight. I don't know. Not much of a difference. This looks nice. And you want to change like the text value scale, you can. All in here. Looks really good. And then let's go to the date. Let's go to overnight inventory because this is a big one. So overnight inventory, really nice. This is probably one of my favorite things on here. You can change it to be top right, top left, bottom left, so forth. I like to have mine on the bottom right. It's going to show you the range, inventory, volume, standard deviation, R-vol, and then you can also see the history of it. You can change the font too, so like if 9's too big, you can change it to 12. And look at that. I like running 9. It looks really good, and I can see it. If you want to offset it, so like maybe you have some stuff on the right edge, so you can go 10, and it's going to go 10 over from the left. You can do 100. So you can kind of it's really nice. You can customize it. It's really hard to do that. So I like to run 0. I like to have it right here on the right. I also like to have history days. That could be 10. You can even change this to 30 if you wanted to. Oh no, 10's the max. My bad. Look back days, you can have 1. I like to look at 10. Sigma look back days 30. You could. There's another thing too. You could look gold, silver bonds, which this is really, really cool too. You can look at crude, gold, silver, all that good stuff. And I think I like to look at the history. Where is that? Not crazy. Oh yeah, history days. So like if you don't like all that history, you can change it to 1. You can change it to 0, and it'll just look clean like this. Oh, you have to have 1. I like to keep 10. I think it's kind of nice to be able to say, okay, this Globex was this Globex was that, and so forth. Really, really nice. Let's go to the market stats. Okay, market stats is just right here. The RVOL and VIX. I think it's crucial to have. I'm actually going to make it a little bit bigger. Where's the font? Let's make the font 10. There we go. Actually, 11. Yeah, that looks better. Same thing here. You can change the offset. So like I put 203 for my screen, but if I change it to 300, you know, it's gonna be a little bit over, but 203 looks really nice, and it sits right there with the overnight inventory. Again, you can do this top right, bottom right, and so forth, and it'll switch over. Let's see, bottom left, top right. I like to kind of have it sit together. You can change the source if you want to do manual. A couple other settings if you want to add it in, change it, and so forth. Let's go to the upcoming events. This is another really big thing I like. News events. So it actually pulls news events from a website, which is super awesome. It'll refresh. You can show high, medium. You can show all events if you wanted to. Let's go high and medium, okay? Red and yellow folder. You can change your country. You do all events. If you want to do today and tomorrow, it'll show you that. Tomorrow plus today, whatever. I like to do all events. Show past events, they'll be dimmed, so it kind of crosses them out. If you want to show vertical lines, which I'll show that in a second, as well. And again, you can move this top right, top left, and you can offset it, X and Y, and change the font, which is pretty nice as well. Ooh, that actually, let's see, let's maybe change that to 9. Yeah, that looks better. So if I scroll, like look, you can see here, ISM, PMI, JOLTS, and so forth. You can see all the news events. Really, really cool, honestly. Really nice touch from them. Let's go back to studies. And I've added every study that I want to do, but there's a couple other, like I don't think I have the SMT, Structure Core. Structure Core is actually really cool. I will kind of show that off. It's going to show you kind of the value areas of the profile, which is really cool. It shows you where we're kind of balancing and chopping. Really interesting. I could definitely see throwing it on a TPO, but personally, I'm not going to use it on my execution chart. Let's go into pivots, because this is a big one. So your pivots, when you add them, are not going to look like this. Mine looks a little bit different than a lot of people, and I don't know why there's this white line here. What is that? So you can see, if you look on the right on where price is, you can see R1, R2, R3, R4, all the way to 6, just pivots. And I'm going to find what that white line is, because that's bothering me. Oh, you know, that's going to be session look back. Is that pivot from last session? Hold up. I don't know what that white line is. I bet it is this, actually. What am I doing? Pivots. If I hit it hidden? Yep, it'll go away. Okay. So I'm gonna go for the transparent text alignment. And then it's just gonna be on the right. So it's just gonna sit in the middle of my screen. And you can do it on the right edge. So here's your pivot right here. I'm just gonna do it on the right, just so it's showing where my pivot is. And then what's really cool about this, so when it starts off, it's gonna be line, whatever. Scroll all the way down, transparent text alignment, and then I like to do the right edge of value. You can do the right edge itself, which is gonna put it right here. Right is gonna be in the middle of your chart where your candle's printing, and then the right side of the column is gonna be right here where your price is. It's all preference. For like my main pivot, I'm gonna just keep it on the right. I'm probably going to do, how do I make it not draw that? I'll just do transparent text alignment. I'm not gonna mess with that. Same thing, so for all my R1s through R6s, I put transparent text alignment, right side of value for every single one. Go ahead and change it. And then you can show price on labels, session to the right, session to the left, full width of chart. Pivot method, delta weighted, time weighted. So you can see like if I do time weighted, they're gonna change. If I do value area, they're gonna change. If I do POC value area, they're gonna change. Personal preference. To me, I like to kind of use them to get in and out of trades, or not necessarily, usually mainly for take profits. So volume weighted is really good. POC, value area, really good. All personal preference. You do blowbacks, we could do RTH. So we do my RTH sessions. On these, it's actually a bug. I just let the Delta Dynamics team know. Let's see. Go to Delta weighted. There we go. Should fix. Probably gonna do value area weighted or volume weighted. Do value area weighted. That way they're spread out a little bit more. Actually, delta weighted. I don't know. Kind of personal preference. You can change it for RTH, or we do session look back. Let's see what that does. Oh, session look back 3, session look back 2. It's probably gonna spread them out a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so it looks pretty good. You can change the multiplier. So if you want to do 2, 4, 6, 8, and so forth, you can. Let's go to price line. This is just pretty basic stuff. I like to make mine solid. I actually like to keep mine white. You can do bar to the right, or you can do full width. I like to do bar to the right. You can show position on the right or left. You can do none, like that. Or you can do left. I like to keep mine to the right. I don't like the countdown as well. You can change your bar width, and you can make it the style. You can do dashed, do dot, or dash dot. I don't know who does dash dot. That's weird. I like to just do solid, to be honest. Okay, so far we have a pretty good chart. Pretty basic. Now we can kind of add some other things to it. We're gonna go back into studies. Let's start with the delta map. So we can do delta bars. This is gonna show your kind of extremes. We can go into the settings. I wouldn't really mess with anything too much. Personally, I think the delta settings are really good for the delta bars. If you want to maybe change your RSI period, you can. You can kind of experiment with it. Make it a little bit more extreme. You can make it less extreme. Again, all types of personal preference. So like if we change this to 80, it's gonna really kind of show those, deep extremes, but 24 is really good. Like we'll change it to 1, see what it'll look like. Yeah, don't want that. Change it to 12. Don't really like that either. I think 24 is really good. You can change the buy max. 100. You can kind of customize this. Sell max. 100. I'm actually not going to change that. I don't know what this was. I think it was 80. I just reset default. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it was 20. We wouldn't really mess too much with that. And then we can go to the delta heat map and we can overlay it. So you can overlay it like this, which will, every candle's colored, which is nice. Some people like it. I really like to only look at the extremes. So what I will do is I will move this down. If I move this down, it'll only show the delta bars, but it'll show the little delta flips, which is kind of neat. Okay, so you go to like heat map. You look at the extreme sensitivity. You can do 4. You can change this to 1. Do 4. Make it look extreme. I don't really like to see all those bubbles. You can see so forth. It's kind of nice. Maybe we'll do 2. That's fine. Flip streak threshold. Wouldn't mess with this. You can change the colors if you'd like. You don't have to. And then let me see what this. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess anything with this. The delta flips are nice, but if you want to have it, you can just move this down, hit apply, and then you've got the whole heat map. Or if you want to just run the heat map itself, you can. Kind of looks the same. Again, just personal preference. I like to kind of run it like this. I think the settings are pretty good, to be honest. I'm a big fan of them. Set that default. Oh, here's what I like to do. Turn that to high. Change that back to 3. Your delta flip, this is your threshold, so you can change it to like 2. And you'll see a whole bunch more of them. I like to keep this at a high number. That way you have a really good look back. I think they've done testing on this. 10 looks really, really well. But like, let's say I want to do 20. I want to be 100% sure on that delta flip. And you'll see now there's only a couple stars. So maybe we'll do 15, kind of look at it. Okay, looks really good. 14 maybe, or 13. I don't like to have too many, so I'm going to probably just keep it at 12. And again, delta flips are not perfect. This is not your buy and sell indicator, but it is nice. Like if you're short up here and you see 2 delta flips, okay, you have a little bit more confidence in whatever you're trading. Okay, what else do we have? Let's go into the daily market info. Okay, this is going to look a little bit different for everyone. Let's go into the set. So you can see I've got my previous day high, previous day low. Don't know why this is drawing out. Full session, Globex, we can do RTH only. You can have your opening range as well, which is kind of neat. So same thing here, transparent. So click this, transparent with text alignment. You scroll down to the very bottom. I like to put this on the right. So you can see here, we've got my previous day high, previous day low. I don't do mid, previous day close. You can see here, it's on the right edge, overnight low, overnight high. Is that part of the same thing? Yeah, okay, so I've got my overnight low, overnight high. Previous day high, previous day low, which honestly, I might move this over. Maybe not, I'm not too sure yet. And again, it's really customizable. Where am I? Daily market info. So let's see. All this other stuff I'm gonna turn off. So like I don't care about this. I don't care about this. Anything you don't care about, just click ignore. But like, so for your IB, I have my IB extensions, my 50%, negative 50%. You're gonna go on here and it says IB show extensions. Yes, so show your RTH IB sessions, which is pretty neat. If you want to show VWAP, you can. Show RTH, don't care about that. Let's do. I don't think that does anything important. Like RTH open, it'll show you, which is, you know what? I don't really need RTH open. I know where I have my lines where it shows RTH open. So I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna ignore that. VWAP and stuff, don't really care about. I like using weekly VWAP. So you can go in here, ignore everything that you don't want to see. But I like to have previous day high, previous day low, previous day close, overnight high, overnight low, and then I like to have this. Oh, I do want to have IB low, IB high. I do want to have this actually. So I'm gonna do transparent with text alignment, and then actually no. Yeah, I'm gonna do transparent with text alignment. I'm gonna put this on the right, and then IB low, transparent text alignment, and this right here. So your IBs will show up. Let's go to the settings. IB show. I want yes. Oh, that's not right. Okay, and then I also turned off show half open gaps, no. Show overnight range, no. Let's go back to subgraphs. So I got my, all this other stuff's turned off, so it won't show, but I've got my 50 and positive 50, negative 50 IB. You can do London open, which is nice, and you can change all the draw styles. I won't get too much into it, but most of the time I'm just doing transparent text alignment, and then again here, horizontal, make it on the right, the left, right edge, right value area, and so forth. So it looks pretty good. I know where my pivot's at. Where's my previous day close? Okay, what's nice is you can go ahead and customize, like if you want to see the current day value area show, you can turn this on yes, so if you have it on, but again, if it's not showing, you probably have it ignored in subgraphs, so make sure it's on there before anything, but it's nice you can just be able to turn them off and on. So like if I don't want to see the overnight range, I can turn it off and see here, overnight high, overnight low went away, turn it on. So I think I'm missing my previous day close. So I can see previous day close, settlement, show half gaps. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything else. Okay, so I've got my previous day high, previous day low, overnight high, overnight low. Pretty much all you need for your daily market info. Oh, I need VWAP actually. Oh no, that's gonna be under weekly. Okay, so let's go to weekly market info, which I already have on. So again, this is gonna show, it's gonna be a kind of a mess. Again, subgraphs, transparent text alignment. I put this on the right, the text alignment, right with text alignment, so forth. So you can see the, where's my VWAP at? Did I turn that off? Weekly VWAP. Where's VWAP at? Okay, there's VWAP. So I can see my current week open, previous day close, which, to be honest, I'm gonna probably turn that current week open off, which is just your weekly open. Hold up. We're at weekly market info. Current week open. Just put this on the right. Don't really care for the current week though. Oh, I have current week high. Okay, I'm just gonna turn weekly open off, I think. Actually, I could put it on the right edge. It's gonna be the same as overnight low, pretty much. So it's just gonna be on top of each other. Yeah. Previous day low. Previous day high. Current week low. Current week high. Weekly VWAP. One issue they are working on is getting this weekly VWAP. Wait, hold up. What fucking VWAP is this? Hold up. Okay, so yeah, if you want to copy what I have, previous week low, previous week high, current week low, and then weekly VWAP, previous week value area high, previous week value area low, which I don't think I have on. Show previous week value area high, value area low. Which I actually don't care for that, but okay. So now let's move on to the next thing. Let's go over the, we could do confluence. Actually, I don't think I have my settings on for that. Okay, there we go. You can look at the inputs. We can show the extensions. We can show prior sessions. It's pulled from VIX. We can take the calculation from the current price, which is kind of cool. We can do previous day close. We could do previous day open, which I actually will probably do. Let's see here, exit 3 down, 4 down, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, so forth. So yeah, looks really good so far. I'm actually gonna save this. And then now I will work on the DOM, I think. Okay, onto the DOM. I'm not gonna go into really how to set up the DOM. It's pretty easy with a simple YouTube search. Maybe I'll make one later. But I'm going to go over what mine looks like. So I'm going to pull up studies. So I've got the momentum tails. I like to keep my duration at 1500 milliseconds, preference. Depends on whatever you want. You can have it less. You can have it more. 3000 is fine. 2000 is fine. You can change the color if you'd want. You can enable it. You can take it off. Not really too much in here. I have my volume by price, which is going to be session start time to session end, which this is what my thing looks like. So it'll show me Globex, and then it'll also show me RTH, and they'll be split. I don't know why I have this. And just some general DOM settings. Okay. We've got price, combined, pulling and stacking, bid column, which is this, recent bid, which is this, recent ask, which is this, ask size, which is this, current bid, which is this, current ask, okay? This is just going to show you your general, your market orders, your total orders, your pulling and stacking, and then the limit orders on the DOM. I can go to graphic settings. Let's go to the grid. Is this the right grid? Grid secondary. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Okay, I'm just going to show you guys just normal graphic settings for this. Got my grid. So you can change the thickness of it. You don't have to have a grid. But again, it's kind of just what you want. Change the color of the grid. So make it gray. Do gray. I like to kind of keep mine at a decent neutral. Let's do black. See what that looks like. Yeah, that looks fine. This is where you can change all your colors. I'm not going to go into it because everyone should know how to do this. I'm not going to just tell you. But that's how you customize your DOM. Super, super easy. And then if you go into like the volume profile, you can go into your subgraphs and you can actually change all the colors and whatnot. Oh, here's what I was going to do. So add my custom study and change the color theme. Go to settings, change it to the Delta Dynamics blue, and change it to Arctic, change it to whatever you want. Midnight looks fine to me. Or actually, yeah, do midnight. And there you go. Pretty basic. How I run my execution chart and how to set up Delta Dynamics. I will probably make a video going over the confluence and adding stuff together because I think that is kind of crucial. But for now, hopefully that can help you get you started.